Hi everybody, Lisa King. I am making some Italian Filone bread. It's like a baguette, but a little different. So I've got everything measured out here, so let's get started. It's going to be a two-parter because it's got to rise about an hour. So we've put a cup of water in the microwave to heat it up a bit. We want it to be about 105 so that it will activate our yeast. So we're at 107. By the time we're done, it'll be 105. All right, let's shut this off. I've got one packet of rapid rise instant yeast, okay? This way we don't have to let it sit overnight. And we're just gonna add it to our water so that it could activate it. All right, and we'll mix it all up. So with this recipe today, we are using bread flour, and I like to use King Arthur for my flours if I can. I mean, any flour will do, but those are my favorites. Okay, there we go. Let me get this out of my way. Okay, so we'll set this aside and we're going to go on to the bread. All right, so we're going to do 2 cups, actually 2.5 cups of bread flour. I've already put one in there. That was one, and this is one. All right. Again, let me show you which one I'm using this time. This is unbleached King Arthur bread flour. Okay. You can use regular flour, but the bread flour works really great too. Okay, so we're gonna add. Make sure you can see me here. We're gonna add 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. Okay. 1 1/2. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, and I'm going to actually get to use my pan that I've had for like 6 years and I've never gotten to use. It's just like our Dutch oven, but it's a long pan for baguettes. And it's got 3 long wells that you can put your loaves in, and it also has a dome top, which I don't think we're going to need for this recipe, but I'm going to use the base for it. Okay, we're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We'll mix it up and then we'll add our yeast and water. Okay, really easy recipe. Okay, we'll mix it. Isn't this pretty? Found this at Mazzaro's. It's a nice hard wooden spoon, but it had all these cool designs on it. All right, so we're gonna mix it up so we get our salt and flour combined. Okay, and then we're gonna put in our yeast. All right, let's see here. And once it starts coming together, we'll put it out on our floured surface here, and we'll roll it out. Okay, really easy. I know everyone's got the sourdough craze going, but I'm not a big fan. Not that I hate sourdough, but I like any crusty Italian bread. All right, so once this starts coming together, we're gonna knead it for a few minutes on our floured surface. Let's make sure we got it all in there. This is a new recipe, so hopefully it turns out. I've not tried this one yet, but I just saw a video on, I guess it was Instagram, that looked really good. So we're gonna check her out. Okay, that looks good. So let's take out, my hands are already washed, I'm ready to go. Squish it together, and actually there's some dough in there still. Hold on one sec. And then we're going to put this, after we knead it, we're going to split it into, and we're going to put it into 2 floured bowls and cover it for an hour. And then I will be back to show you the balance of the recipe. There we go. And we're just going to do it till it's nice and soft and it kind of springs back, kind of holds its form. So all we're doing is pressing down with the heel of our hand, folding it and turning it. Okay, pressing down, fold it, turn it. Whatever you have to do, there's really no right or wrong way to do this, and I am not a pro at this, but it's just like with the pasta dough. We just want to knead it so it comes together. Okay. And who loves to make bread? I know I could eat loaves of bread, and I know my husband can. He's a bread and butter man. Right, Robert? I said you love to eat your bread and butter.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, once this is soft, and right now you can kind of see it's not all together. So we want to get this nice and smooth. It only takes a couple minutes. It's not a tough dough to knead. This is, I think, my first time though using the rapid yeast. So, excuse me, first time using that, because usually I mix my bread, everything together, and I let it proof overnight, covered. So this is going to be nice to be able to make it pretty quickly. There we go. It's starting to come together now. And we're going to split this into 2 balls, kind of reshape them, and then put them in our bowls. Okay. See here? Looks much smoother. It's getting there. And cleared off all of the extra flour that was down on our pad. I think that looks great. Okay. So we're going to shape it into a ball. And we're going to use a cutter and just cut it down the center. Okay. If you don't have like a pastry, I don't know what they call it, spatula thing, that's fine. You can use a knife. Just going to form it back into a ball. Okay. There we go. See? Nice ball there. And do this one real quick. So I've put more bread flour in our bowls. Okay. Let's get bowl number 1 here. We're going to just stick this in, and then we'll cover them with some cellophane and like a little tea towel, and then set the timer for about an hour. Barely got that one on. And then we will take it out, and I'll show you how to fold it into an actual loaf, and we'll prepare our pan. So they're saying to use parchment paper and put a little bit of semolina flour. Hold on, I'm sorry. I cannot find the edge of this. Really? It's a secret. Semolina, and then this way we can pick it right up and put it in our pan and go from there. So I am going to put these in a dark space. So my laundry room on the top with a tea towel. Tea towel is just these thin little towels. This is the one I use for my bread all the time. And then once the hour is up, I'll show you part 2. So come on back in about an hour, okay? Bye. All right, we're back. Next part, haven't done this yet. So we're going to do 1 loaf at a time here. We're going to take it out from our first rise, okay, and set it down. Hopefully I do this right. So the way they did it, they kind of pressed it out almost to a square. Okay, so it's flat. Then they rolled it, and keep pressing down. Okay, and then with light but firm pressure, they roll it until it's about, let's see, we're going to go to 15 inches here, hopefully. And then we're going to let it rise another 30 minutes. Okay. And there's your baguette Filone loaf. We're going to get it to about 15, so almost there. You can go to 16, but then you're going to have really narrow loaves. And hopefully this will rise good. There we go. You might not get a whole 15 here. because if I didn't cut them exact, let's see, we're up to 13. And it's really not rolling easy for me. Okay, so that should be about good. So we're going to put that aside. Okay, we'll get our next loaf out. And then we're going to cover these one more time and let them sit for 30 minutes. Okay. See, this one looks a little bit bigger. So, let's see. Okay. So we're going to roll it and press down. Roll it and press down. So this way we're starting to shape it. Okay, and now we're going to roll it. Perfect timing. Alright, keep rolling it until you get to about, see this one's, I must not have cut them exact, but that's okay. This will be our taste test one, the little guy. Oh, you're not home. Gotta make sure the bread is good. Okay.
15 inches off.
What? There
15 inches off.
Shut up, I'm on video. Seriously. Okay, I'm going to do it one more. Put this on flour so we don't want it to stick. Let's see if I could get this one a little bit more. For some reason this guy doesn't want to roll. That's good enough. Alright, so we're going to take these two guys now. We're going to cover them, set the timer for 30 minutes, and then we will have the oven preheating to 420. I've got a piece of parchment paper here and I sprinkled some semolina flour down, and we're going to use my baguette pan. Oh, every video. And we're going to bake it. Alright, so I'll be back. Alright, I know it looks like a lot, but it's really not. You rise it the first time for an hour, second time for 30 minutes, and as it was rising for 30 minutes, I put my pan in the oven and it's preheated to 420. Got less than 2 minutes. We've let this rise as much as it's going to. So I personally thought it would rise a lot more, so hopefully it tastes as good, but we don't know. So what they want us to do is 5 slits in the bread. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do one more there. All right. Then they want us to put egg wash on this, okay? Let me think here. All right, we're going to do egg wash on this. We're going to put it on our parchment paper that has a little sprinkling of semolina flour. I'm going to take my pan out, lift it in, and we're going to bake it for 15 minutes or so. Give or take a minute or two depending on how dark you like the bread. I like ours crispy. This egg wash will give it a nice color. It's just 1 egg mixed with a tablespoon of water. And you do want to do this because it gives it a nice color to the bread. Okay. There we go. And the semolina will kind of coat the bottom a little bit, crisp it up, and make it not stick to anything, even though parchment paper it shouldn't stick. There we go. I'm excited to be able to use my new pan, but the recipe I think that came with that pan, you would actually put the lid on it just like you do with your Dutch oven pan. Alright, all covered here. Looks beautiful. Now let's see if I could do this without making a mess. Hold on 1 minute. Let me get the pan out. And now this pan is going to be super, super hot. So you want to be careful. Okay. Put that up there. And I'm going to bring the pan over here onto these pot holders. Let me move you around so you can kind of see. Go. Now, let's see if we could do this without making a mess. I've already put our semolina flour on our parchment. I kind of squished the parchment onto the pan before so I knew where to go. I'm going to skip the middle section and we're going to try to pick up this loaf without making a mess. All right. Whoop. Right here. Whoop. And the next one, I'm going to skip the center section. Again, I already have the semolina in there. All right, that looks great. Hold on 1 second. And then we are going to put this in our oven for 15 minutes. All right, let me just get my gloves back on so I don't burn myself while I'm talking to you. There we go. These are awesome. Now, the heat does not go through them. All right, we're gonna pick this up. Fingers crossed, this works good. There we go. So we're gonna set the timer for 15 minutes. And then we'll check it and see if we need another minute or more. Once this comes out, I'll post a picture in the comments. And if it looks good and it tastes good and you want the recipe, let me know. I'll be happy to get it to you.